Let's try that again. Intros. Intros are important for your live videos, your recorded videos. It's a way of extending your branding. It's also a way to reinforce a pattern with your audience so they start to recognize it. They know that when your intro starts, your show is going to start. So I'm going to talk about a really easy way for you to create your own intros without having to stress over it or spending a lot of money, because let's face it, we don't have a lot of money, especially after the treats I keep giving this guy here. All right, so we are going to run our intro and then we will get the show started. So hang on. Alrighty, so the all-important intro. It's a way to expand your branding a little bit. It's a repeatable pattern that's really handy for reinforcing your brand, the way your show runs with your audience. If you think about it, like the TV shows that you watch, every single one of them has an intro, right? There is usually theme music, there is a little montage of some videos or whatever that kind of tells the story a little bit of the show. That's kind of what you're doing with your own intros. But I understand not everybody can afford to hire somebody to go and do a cinematic intro for them. There are some places that you can go and buy prepackaged ones, but they're starting to become so popular that people are kind of seeing them as almost cookie cutter. And you want your brand to stand out, right? So I have found out that you can actually do this in Canva. Create your own. They even give you templates to start with. And the nice thing about that is, unlike the ones that you can go to where you can like buy them, basically with those you can add some text, you can add your logo. In Canva, you have total control. So you can either start from scratch or you can pick a template and customize the daylights out of it so that it ceases to be a template and becomes your own thing, which is what we're shooting for here, right? So we are going to dive in on that. For those of you who are not familiar, Canva is a graphic design app, service, depends on how you want to look at it. Most people think of it for doing things like Instagram posts, maybe, thumbnails for your videos or your lives, but it does an amazing amount of other things, and it appears that this is free. I thought it was something that you had to pay for, but I'm going to show you because I wanted to test this beforehand. So we're going to go into Canva, and if you'll notice up here, I'm going to take the captions down for 1 second so you can see. Is the caption going to go down? It's not? Okay, well then I'll make the caption go down. There we go. So if you'll notice up here at the top, right, I'm not logged in, right? You see here, it says login. So I'm able to go in and access this functionality and even access the free templates and get things started here, right? And it's letting me download. Oh, it's paying down because this has a premium video in it. So, but the thing is, like, without logging in, without creating an account, I'm able to do this. So to me, that's a bonus here, right? Because I thought the whole reason I went into this was because I wanted to see what tier it was at, because I assumed this had to be a paid service. There was just no way that this was possibly free. And it is. So, yes, they have a paid service. Yes, you get a lot of things with the paid service, but if you can't or don't want to pay for it, that's fine. It will let you cherry pick. So like if you want to use a particular image or video that's not part of the free package, you can just go ahead and pay for it. That was what, $5 for that one. So this is an even bigger audience than I thought it was going into it, which I think is a huge benefit. So okay, let me switch over here and I will show you. Now I'm going to do it in Canva desktop just because I like it. But you can absolutely do this from the browser. So no harm, no foul there. However you prefer to do this, you can totally do this. So let me bring this up. Okay, so I'm here. So this is what you see, and you saw that, like, we've been in the free version. It looks very much like this. The difference being this menu down the side, because I did create an account, I have the option of saving things. But evidently you don't have to do that, which is a nice bonus. I also pay for it because I like the extra things you get with it, which is premium videos, premium images that you don't have to pay extra for every time you're doing it. That for me is worthwhile. But, your mileage may vary, and that's fine too. So to get started, you're going to come in here, and now I'm going to blank out again here. Where are my templates? Am I not at the beginning? Okay, well, we'll just jump in, I guess. I guess when you're logged in, you don't get the templates thing at the top, which I'm kind of surprised at. I wonder, yeah, let's search for it. Oh, here, video. I want specifically the one. So it's a YouTube video ad is the one I use. Now, I have a feeling that any of these will probably work. Let's see. Yes, they're all the same size. So whichever one of these you want to pick is fine. I picked the ad because I like the templates that come with it, because ads tend to have some motion in it, and so these often have motion. So as I said, you can start blank, right? Or you can scroll through and you can pick from the templates. Now, before we go too much farther, I notice people tend to make a mistake when they're looking at templates. It's funny. It reminds me when people look at houses, right? Or apartments or whatever. Sometimes people get wrapped up in things, seeing something as a negative that is so easily changeable. So let's use the house example, right? So when I've helped a friend look for a house, they kept getting caught up on, I don't like the paint in the living room, right? Or I don't like the rug in the bedroom. And I had to keep reminding them that they needed to look at the bones of the house, right? The location, the land, did it have the right number of rooms, that kind of stuff, because you can repaint and you can replace carpet, but you can't change, if it only has, a quarter of an acre, and for whatever reason you need an acre and a half, okay, that's something you can't change. So that would make, that would make it a good thing to, maybe vote against the house. But the paint color, no, that you can change. So it's the same thing when you look at these kinds of templates, even though, maybe it's, looking like it's for a restaurant or a fitness place, if that is your business, hey, you're golden, right? You've got already a heck of a head start. But if you like the way something looks, but you're not a fitness, right? So maybe this spurred fitness one here, right? Maybe you like the way this is laid out, but you're not a fitness person. That's okay, because the nature of this thing is you can go in and you can change it up to work for you. So, maybe we'll pick that one. I don't know. Let's see. Let me just flip through here, because they're always adding new ones. So I'm just looking for one that would make sort of a good intro kind of video. Let's see here. All right, you know what? This one caught my eye, so let's do this one. Okay, now, I don't think it will surprise anybody here that I am not a yoga expert. So clearly, this is not a out-of-the-box solution for me. But again, the point is that you're going to want to customize it. So how do we do this? Basically, the way these things are set up is they're still using the concept of pages, which you will see if you've done anything else in Canva, whether you're doing ads or brochures or whatever. So that's page one is, her with the dog. And then actually I can switch from this to this. I love this mouse. Yeah, so you've got her with the dog, you've got her working out, and it's got the text on the other side. Then you've got another close-up, and then it ends with the logo. Now, you can add or remove pages to this, but let's just start real simple. Let's just say, okay, you're liking this, but that green just doesn't do it for you, okay? That's the paint color on the wall in the living room that you hate. You can come in here, you click on this, and you can change it to be whatever you want. And if it's not one of these predefined ones, you can come up here and you can put in a hex code, you can spin around and find the color you want, but you know what, for me, that works. And maybe I don't like, the black part down here, so again, you just click on the element that you want to change, and you come up here, and you can change it. So let's see, what's a good color? Let's maybe try that one. Yeah, why not? That's good enough. Obviously, I'm not going to want to use their logo, right? I'm going to want to use mine, so you just select it, oops, wrong keyboard, and hit delete. Or you can come up here and hit the trash can if you prefer. And then in Canva, now I'm pretty sure you would have to create an account at least and be at the free level to do this, but you can actually save elements. So you'll see, I've uploaded a ton of stuff over time, and one of them will be my logo. So I'm going to bring this out here, and then of course, you know, it's a little big, so we'll resize it. Let's go like that size. Okay, and then, you know, I can put it where they had it. I can move it up here if I prefer. I mean, I could put it over her face, over the dog's face, over the plant. Like, you have total control of this. I could put it here if I want, right? Maybe I don't like the white space there, and maybe I want to put something there. So you know what? That's what we'll do. Okay, so you're starting to see like how easy this is to change. Now, if you come up here, okay, you'll see that this is a 17.9 second video. Rule of thumb for an intro video is you want to keep it to somewhere between 7 and 10 seconds. So this is a little long, but we have multiple pages, so it will be easy to get this down. But so let's say, okay, you know, we're not really digging this, but let's just see how this kind of works. So if you come up here and you click that little play thing, you'll see how it, okay, this is a video here, and you've got the elements, and then it transitions into the next, and we'll just skip out because we're just working on this first one now. So you're like, okay, you know, I like that idea, but I don't really dig this video. So you can come over here on the side, and they've got videos that you can choose from. Now, like pretty much everything in Canva, I'm sure that there are free and paid. Like I said, I do have a paid account, so that's what you're looking at here. So the options that you see might be different if you're using a free account. So you can go through and you can just scroll. If you look here, so like they've got, you know, titles on the groupings, and then you can click here to see all, which is pretty clear, right? And it tells you how many seconds it is. You can hover over it and you can see, you know, a little snippet of what the video is going to be like. Or you can come up to the top here and you can search, right? So if I search for tech, let's see what comes up. The usual people holding technology, which is fine. So let's just say, you know, I want really for this to be this, and then I can come up here again and I can hit play, and you can see right away how it looks. So this is the kind of thing like where you don't have to wait and do a full build of it and render it out in order to test it. You can test it in little pieces as you go along, which is super easy. So, you know, let's say that works for us. We're liking that. So then we want to go to page 2 and maybe make some changes here. So we've already decided we don't like this particular green, but because I've already made some choices, these colors here are the ones that I have already used in this particular video. So I can just come here and say, yep, didn't like that one, want that changed. And then for this one, I had changed it to, oh, actually I'd done the teal. So you know what, we'll switch it. That actually works pretty good. So we did the purple down the bottom before, and then the teal on the other side. So we're going to switch it up, right? And again, we're going to remove this, and I'll do it this way this time. So I can come up here. You can either hit the delete key or you can come up and hit trash can and make it go away. I should have said group. And then I can come back here. Where are my uploads? Uploads. And I can grab my logo again. Come on, logo. You can do this. There you go. And yeah, I think that's actually where I put it up at the top before, right? So we can, nope, not that. Control Z. And I'm going to resize it. And I think I'm going to put it over here. The point being here that this is drag and drop, right? I'm not, you know, you don't have to necessarily be, you know, a video editor. You don't have to be a graphic designer. You've got the pieces, and now you're just going to rework the pieces to fit you better. So again, I am not, nor have I ever been, a yoga teacher. Not only can you choose from videos that they have for you, you can actually upload your own videos. Come on. No, I'm actually in here. So I've already uploaded one, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So there's just a little caveat here. I found, so that when you go to, and actually I can show you this. Can I show you this? Yes, I can. Let me switch it back here for a second, because I don't want anybody to get freaked out if they try to do it this way. So if you have an account, okay, whether you're doing it for free or whether you're paying for it, you do have this your folders thing, and you can come in here and you can do uploads, right? So you can see the stuff that you've uploaded. So my default position was, oh, okay, great. To prep for the show, I'm going to go ahead and upload a video so that I can show it. I'm going to do this now just to show you folks so that you don't worry. And I did put it in here, right? Here. Oh no, sorry, wrong folder. Wait, did I? You know what? I didn't no, I did do it in here, didn't I? Hang on. I just need a movie file. I need to prove my point. The point being that you can upload images into the folder this way, but you cannot upload. All right, you know what? I'm going to switch real quick. Evidently, that did not download like I thought it did. So let me just pull one down. But in the folders outside of when you're working on the project, it turns out that you cannot upload videos. But once you get into that piece of it, then you can actually do it. So I'm just going to pull one down real quick. I'll find a little one. The point being that you can upload your own videos, which will then make this even more yours, right? So I'm just looking for one that's really short here. Okay, this one, and download. Okay, show all, show in folder. Where is it? It's Windows, download, movie. Okay, so that's why it didn't come up. Duh, that's what I was showing you. Okay, hang on. So come back here. All right, so I went in here because I know that this is where it stores all of my resources, right? My designs, the things I've liked, things I purchased. But when I went in here and I said upload, over here you can see that it's only showing me, what, SVG, you know, like your typical image files, PNG, GIF, that kind of things. I did come down and I said all files, and then I should have been able to find the video. Yeah, actually this is a better one. And it's going to fail. Okay? And I'm like, well, what do you mean you can't do this? So I just wanted to show you that because it turns out that you actually can. You just can't do it from here. I'm guessing keyword here being yet. I'm sure at some point you're going to be able to. So if you wanted to upload your own video, once you're in your video project, this becomes upload an image or video, which is a definite plus. So you can come in here, and then you can grab it, and you can upload it. Now, depending on your internet speed and all that, this may or may not take a little bit more time. So you do need to be a little patient with it. So in the meantime, I'm going to grab this one I did before. And so I can just copy and I can just drag this here. Now, of course, this is not formatted right. I'm just showing you the concept of you can use their videos or you can upload your own. And all you need, again, don't freak out. You don't need to spend $10,000 on it. Grab your phone. Take a video of your product, take a video of your service, take a video of you explaining your product or service. That's all we're talking about here. So you can put it in here and then you'll be ready to go. So again, we're going to start here. Now, of course, it's getting long because I just randomly picked videos. You would pick like, you know, short ones. So it's that, and then it transitions into this, and then this will flip through and show all this is just a slideshow kind of a video, which is something else that you can do. Noticing a theme here with this particular one? Yes, that's right. That's Mr. Murphy. So there's that. And then, of course, as you can see, there's text here, right? So you can put the name of your company. You put whatever it is you want here. Okay, you can resize it if it doesn't fit, like mine doesn't. But you don't have to stick with this font either, okay? You can come up here and you can choose from the Lodo fonts that they make available to you. So there, let's pick something. I'm pretty picky about my fonts, and I will warn you, I will avoid this, but fonts for me are kind of a black hole. I can spend days going through fonts. I love fonts. Oh, let's see. How about this? Oh, I didn't have everything selected. Let's try that again. I kind of like that, except I really prefer upper and lowercase. So let's try this. No, I don't like that either. Oh, you know what? I can change the upper and lower, can't I? One sec. Where is... Yep, this is where sometimes they've got... Yeah, see, you have to select the whole thing, Kath. If you go into go into the triple dots, this little lowercase a and uppercase a is how you change it from all uppercase to, I must have typed it that way, to initial cap. Just as an aside, the human brain processes upper and lowercase text faster and better than all uppercase. Despite the fact that you see a lot of graphic designers doing everything in all uppercase, that's just the truth of life. So yeah, so you can do this. Oh, see, so Jason is selling the show for me here, right? Canva can do way more than I thought it could. And this is the thing, like, and I don't think you were here when I said this originally, but I figured that this was something that you could only do with a paid account, but it looks like you can do this not only with a free account, but even without setting up an account, which I didn't realize was even an option in Canva. So it seems like the tiers are come in, do what you want. If you don't want to save it, don't create an account. If you do think you might want to save it, create a free account. And if you want all the bells and whistles, paid account. Pretty awesome. But yeah, every single day I find something new in Canva that I go, wow, cool, I want to try that. So that is what we are doing here. So thank you, Jason. Yes, that is exactly where I'm at with this thing. It's like, wow, it gets better every day. And they keep adding stuff to it, which is really exciting. So getting back to this for a second. So you can come in, you can change your text on each page. I mean, of course, you're going to probably want to make it the same, but maybe not. It depends on what it is and how you want to present it. So, meet the staff, right? And then I would want to change this font again. And the fonts that you've recently used are always listed up at the top. So the same way with the colors, how the colors are always listed up at the top that you'd recently used. The ones that you had recently used are here. I don't even remember what I used. I think it was this. And you can make it bold. You can do all the things with it that you would expect. And then, because, we're way over here, right? We're at almost a minute. I'm going to say, you know what? I don't really think I need this extra page. So I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to come here. And again, I'm going to get rid of that image. And I'm going to get my logo again. All right, and then you would put, text or whatever, kind of your tagline if you've got one. You could add all that because you can just come over here. Actually, I'll show you. You can come to text and you can grab this and you can type your text. Sorry, I work in tech. This is how we test things. Everything is hello world. And so here you've got, well, we're still way over because my videos are too long. You would want to edit your videos down. So just assume that it's not almost a minute and that it would be shorter. But then you would come in and you'd play it and you'd be like, okay, this no longer looks like the yoga thing, right? Now it looks like my stuff, right? Because my stuff is always jewel tone color and all that kind of stuff. And then it would play through to the end. Let me see if I can skip ahead. I can. But wait, there's more. Not only can you do that, but you can actually add music too, because they have a music library and you are able to, there's the music, and they've cleared it because you don't want to use copyrighted music because then that's going to get every video of yours, every recorded video, every live stream is going to get it flagged. You're going to get into all kinds of hassles with strikes and all that kind of stuff. It ain't worth it, I'm telling you. So go with copyright music. Go with royalty-free music. And they've got all kinds of different ones. And you can come in here and you can listen to them. Now you'll see that, these are all listed as pro. I'm guessing that they probably have free. Let's see. Yes, they do have free music too? No? Okay. I would imagine the music, there's probably a charge. Oh no, here's one. I don't know that it's any good for us, but you can come in, you can listen to them. I don't have my headphones in, so I'm not sure if you can hear them or not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But, you can listen to them and you can, preview them. And then when you decide which one you want, you just drag it over. Truly that simple. You just drag it in. And then when you are ready to rock, it looks like it's actually playing the music. So then you would have music playing over the top of your video as part of your intro, which, by the way, is how my intro works. So just as a reminder, right, my intro, it's got a little sound, it's got a little music. Now they don't have sound effects in this yet, but I'm sure it's coming. We'll come back to me. So that's it. That's all you have to do. And then once you've got it the way you want it, and again, if you want to save it and work on it and come back to it and that type of thing, then you're going to want to create a free account at least. Because if you don't create an account, of course, they're not going to let you save it because they won't know who you are when you come back. It's only that simple. Oh, see, there we go. Yes, Jason, exactly. Exactly. And you all are my friends. Friends, don't let friends use copyright music, right? Because you don't need the hassle. Trust me. All the things you hear about, well, if you do this, no, it's just, no. If you did not create the music, you can't use it. So either go and pay for some royalty-free stuff or do something, use sound effects or something. But right now you can't upload sound effects in this. And I have not found sound effects in here. That does not mean it completely that it doesn't exist. But I don't think it does yet. Soon, I'm sure. Soon they will come up with it. They're adding so much cool stuff in this. So once you've got it the way you've liked it, you know, like I said, you can save it if you create the account. You can come back, you can edit it, all that kind of good stuff. Once you've got it down to that sweet spot of like 7 to 10 seconds, then you can come over here and download your video. Now you have choices, okay? You've got MP3, or you've got a GIF, or you can load down the independent pages. For the purposes of using this in either your recorded videos or as part of your live stream setup, you're going to want to use the MP4. And so you'll just select that and you would download it and you would be good to go. I'm not going to do that because I'm not really going to use this. This was just a quickie to show you how it works. But it is absolutely that easy to do. You can see they've got a ton of templates. They are adding more all the time. Every time I've come in here, I've seen new templates. There's also like the videos that I mentioned before that you can use, and they're adding to the music too. So this is just like constantly evolving and building. They're going to get more and more options over time. But if you don't have an intro, by the way, not just intros, right? You could create an outro like this too. It's exactly the same process. And just because it says YouTube ad, like don't get caught up by that, because it's really just creating a video. It's creating a video of a certain size, right? So it's what was it? It was 1080. I don't see right now a way to edit that, but again, I'm sure that will come. You can come up here and you can change the name of it. So you could make it my YouTube video ad, and then that way when you save it, it'll show up in your designs, which is at the beginning, and then you'll be able to select it and come back into it. But you can do intros, you can do outros, you could probably do video ads with this, as long as the ad that you need to run is that size. I mean, really, you are really limited only by your imagination, because you can create your own little video snippets. You also don't have to use video in these. You could use still images. So for example, let's go down to page 2. Let's say for page 2, maybe I didn't want the Murphy video, although don't we all love the Murphy video? So let's say that you wanted an image of some sort. Here, let's say you've got product. Okay, so let's say you got pictures of your product, and maybe you've got a couple, and you want to put a couple of them in here. Can I copy paste? I can. Okay, so maybe you got a couple of products that you were going to promote. You could put those in here instead, and it would still work. So it doesn't have to be video. If you are intimidated by doing your own videos to upload or whatever, but you have product pictures, you have pictures of, however it is you market your business, you can totally do this. Right now we're down to 16 seconds, and that's only, again, because the video I chose at the top was a little long. But it'll do this, right? Or maybe you want to combine some video with some still images. You really can just come up with anything that you can think of. Let's see. Can you legally sell the stuff you make with Canva? Yes, you own it. So I guess the only tripping point on this would be the license for the images if they were not your own, or the license for the music if it was not your own. That you might need to figure out the details on. So, but if it's your images, if you create your own sound effects, your own music, whatever, then yeah, you're fine, because what you create is yours here. But as far as reselling images, you would probably need to check their terms and conditions. There's probably a way that you can pay a little bit more and get that kind of thing. I'm not sure, so you'd have to go check. But there's usually a way to do that. It's just usually an extra step or two. I'm curious what you're thinking. What is he looking to sell now? I do know that you can make, which is something I've been thinking about, you can create templates and sell them for people to use in Canva. I'm going to be looking into that myself. But anyway, yes, just getting off a little there. But yeah, that's I'll poke around a little bit on that, because that's an interesting question. Okay, so that's basically it. So like I said, you've got ton of templates available. This is the one that I started with, so you can always, if you completely screw it up, it's okay. Get rid of it. Start over. You can see. I mean, even with me prattling on, okay, so we're at 33 minutes, intro and all that. Maybe this took me 15, 20 minutes. If I wasn't prattling, it would have taken me 5 or 10. It's really not very hard to do, and there's lots of options, right? Like I said, if you just go through here, this goes on quite a bit. And as I said, they're starting it, and remember that you don't have to use theirs. You can start with a blank, and you can do this whole thing yourself. You can add the transitions, you can add your pages, you can do all of it yourself, once you get comfortable with it. I would recommend, if you're new to working in Canva, at least the first time, take a template and adjust it and kind of play with it to get familiar with what's possible. And then if you're comfortable at that point, go ahead and start from scratch, because hey, why not? Hey, Stuart, how you doing? So that is what I have for you. If you are looking to create an intro for yourself, or you've been thinking about it but you're intimidated, you don't have to be. That you can go. For me, this is the nice midway point between going to a cookie cutter kind of service that just lets you upload your logo and maybe type some text, and then going to either doing it yourself or hiring somebody, right? This is the nice sweet spot, because you can customize it to the point where it doesn't look cookie cutter, right? You can add and remove things. You can use your own videos. You can use pre-made videos. There's a lot of flexibility in this, and yet it is not at all intimidating, and it's super easy to do. And I mean, it's exactly the thing that you might get so into this that you might decide every month you're going to do a new intro or a new outro just because you can, and that's fine too, as long as you keep your branding consistent. All right. If anybody has any questions, you know where to find me. You can also join the mailing list, yourtechcoach.com/mailing list. If you have a question, an idea for a show or whatever, there's a contact form there. Feel free to use it. That is what the good shows come from. And whoops, didn't mean to hit that again. And if you just want to like I said, you go to yourtechcoach.net, and then you can go ahead and let me know what questions you have or whatever. The mailing list was if you want to know what's coming down the road. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that you will go out there and at least give this a try. It's fun, I will tell you. I spent a fair amount of time just playing around with this. Oh, look, I can do this. Oh, look, I can do that. So don't feel intimidated by this kind of thing. If you've never done it before, it's okay. Everybody started out at that point. And when you've got a service like this that makes it so easy for you to experiment and try things and gives you a starting point, it really does simplify the whole process for you. And then the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get with it, like anything else in life. All right? Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Yes, do the subscribe and follow and like and all that kind of stuff. That really does help. It helps people find us because it lets the services know that you found this helpful, and then they spread the word. So thank you, Tom, for that, and thank you for recommending that other people do it. This is something that I'm going to start talking to a lot of my clients about, because I do this kind of stuff for them, or I recommend people that they can hire. But I think that there's something to be said for having the ability to do one quick on their own if they need to do something special for a live that they're doing, or a quick video that they want to do, especially going into the holiday season when you're going to probably want to amp up your marketing effort. This could be a great way to do that kind of stuff. And like I said, I wrote this up as the show as intros, but you can do intros, you can do outros, you could do videos just for your website for this, because you're getting an MP4 file that you can then upload wherever you need to. You could do video ads with this. There's a lot of possibilities here, so let the imagination run wild. All right, everybody. Now Murphy calms down. I will be here if you have any questions. If you want any more information about this, in the description there is a link. If you want to give Canva a try, you can click on that link. If you just full disclosure, if you use that link and then you decide to sign up for the paid version, then they throw me a penny, so hey, bonus. But there's also a link there to a previous show I did. So if now that you've seen Canva and maybe you're new to Canva, and you're curious about it, I did another show a couple weeks ago where I talked about some of the other new features that they've released, which big fun, let me tell you. So you can go ahead and check that out too. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of the week and weekend, and we will see you here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, take care. Bye. Here's my outro.